Hi there. Welcome to SEL Storytime with Counselor Keri. Let's get ready for another story. Sometimes the answer is no. Mahina loves to play with her friends at school. She loves learning too. Her favorite subject is math. She likes to make designs with tangrams. She loves to climb trees at home, and she loves to earn iPad time at home too. At school, Mahina's teacher gives her class instructions. Her teacher always works hard to make learning fun. Okay, class, it's time for math. Today, we're going to measure some items in our classroom with cubes, said Mrs. Hirono. Mrs. Hirono, can I build a flower with tangrams instead? Mahina asked. No, Mahina, today we are measuring. But I want to make a flower with tangrams, Mahina said. Mahina, the instructions today are to measure the items on your table with cubes, her teacher replied. When you're finished with your assignment, you can choose a center. Tangrams are available then. Mahina didn't like that answer. She wanted to use tangrams now. Mahina did her measurement assignment. When she was finished, she went to the tangram center. Hi, Mahina. This is a two-person center, and we already have 2 people, said her classmate. But I want to build with tangrams. Can you choose something else so I can build? Mahina said. No, we got here first, and we're not done yet, her classmate replied. But I wanted to build with tangrams. Can you choose something else so I can build? Mahina said. No, we got here first, and we're not done yet, her classmate replied. Mahina didn't like that answer. She wanted to use tangrams now. After snack, Mahina went to recess with her friends. She started to climb the tree by the play structure. Mahina, her teacher called, please get down. We do not climb the trees at school. But I like climbing trees. Can I just climb up to the middle part one time? Mahina asked. No, Mahina, we cannot climb the trees at school. You can climb on the play structure. Mahina didn't like that answer. She wanted to climb the tree at school. In the afternoon, Mahina's teacher asked the students to get out their writing journals and write a sentence about something they were proud of this week. Can I do an iPad activity instead? Mahina asked. No, Mahina, we're writing in our journals right now, her teacher replied. Can I earn iPad time if I do my journal? Mahina asked. No, Mahina, Mrs. Hirono said. But I can earn iPad time at home when I do my chores, Mahina said. Mahina, sometimes the answer is no. I understand you might not like it when the answer is no, but at school, we follow instructions. We do lots of fun things to help everyone learn, and things are different at home and school, her teacher said. For example, I know you love to make cool designs with tangrams, but part of my job is to teach you how to measure. And if you do not show me that you know how to measure using the cubes I gave you, I don't know if I've done my job to teach you. I need to see that you understand what I taught you, so I know how to help or what to teach you next, Mrs. Hirono explained. Oh, that makes sense, said Mahina. I also know you love to climb trees at home, but at school, we aren't allowed to climb the trees. Do you know why? Asked Mrs. Hirono. No, why? Mahina replied. It's a safety rule. These trees are very young and not so sturdy yet. If someone climbs them, the tree could wobble and they could fall and get hurt, Mrs. Hirono explained. Oh, the trees in my yard are really old, said Mahina. When the answer is no, you might have some big feelings, Mrs. Hirono explained. Angry, frustrated, jealous, annoyed, left out, sad, disappointed, confused. When the answer is no, you can pause. That means you stop what you're doing, stop what you're saying, stop what you're thinking, and freeze. Then you can take some slow, deep breaths to calm your body. When your body is calm, you can say, okay, or I understand. This might not be what you want to say, but it's important to do what's expected at school. You can always ask to talk about it more at a later time if you don't understand why the answer is no. And then you can make another choice. You can choose a different activity or item, or you can choose to do what was asked, her teacher explained. But what if people tell me no when I ask if I can play with them? Mahina asked. Sometimes the answer will be no then too. If they tell you no because the center or station is full, then they're doing the right thing. If they tell you no when they're playing on the playground, you can still pause and breathe to calm your body. You can tell them how you feel by saying, I feel left out, or I feel sad when you don't let me play, but the answer might still be no. You can choose something different to play or find someone else to play with, her teacher explained. Okay, I guess I can try that, said Mahina. At the end of the day, Mahina was painting a rainbow. It's time to go home, class. Please put away your materials and pack your backpack, said Mrs. Hirono. But I'm not done with my rainbow, Mahina said. Can I take the paint home to finish it? No, Mahina, but you can finish it tomorrow during free choice time, Mrs. Hirono replied. Mahina really wanted to finish her rainbow, but she remembered what Mrs. Hirono taught her. She paused. She took deep breaths. She looked at Mrs. Hirono and said, Okay, Mrs. Hirono. And then she chose to put away her things. Thank you, Mahina, said her teacher with a smile. Be sure to subscribe for more SEL Storytime favorites.